Welcome back to Replay Side A, where we give you new insights on your favorite songs through a debate-style conversation. We are separated into two teams, and we'll be breaking down and arguing two sides of each of our songs. Whether it be about characters in the song or the songwriter's motivations, we will all face the music. The song for this episode is Treat You Better by Shawn Mendes.
Today we're joined by myself, Sarah,
Alexis,
Josh,
And Mason.
Just a disclaimer, we are in no way professionals, nor do we always agree with the sides that we're arguing. These conversations are purely for entertainment and gaining a new point of view. Let's begin.
I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you, and you could tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this wrong situation, and anytime you want it to stop.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna defend the girl. Okay. Okay, is he talking to a girl?
What? Oh, yeah.
Shawn,
Yeah, he
Shawn,
is.
okay. So I'm gonna defend the girl. So what I think is that a dude is trying to tell her what to do with her life, and I don't think he can really tell. I think he wants her, and she just doesn't want him, and he can't accept it.
I disagree.
Why?
I actually do disagree. I think that it's actually about a breakup where the guy Shawn Mendes was with that girl, and they broke up, and they're with that dude, and he's like, hey, you don't have to smile the same. You don't look the same. That
I don't
face-
think so.
I think you're dead wrong, though.
Okay, listen.
I'm not kidding.
Listen. I in the lyrics I've just heard, it sounds like an insecure man that is trying to gaslight a girl to like him.
No.
To me, it sounds like the boy best friend problem, where they're just like always trying to look for an opportunity to get with the girl, but
Yeah.
like, that she's with somebody else and happily so. But he's just trying to, like she said, gaslight.
He's always casting like doubt into a relationship, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can continue with the lyrics. Let's see what it says after.
But I just think, because it says, I won't lie to you, I know he's just not right for you.
I mean, do we? Just,
But how does he know?
Do we just trust that he won't lie?
well,
Do we
honestly-
just
What
trust-
has he done to her? Like,
I might change my point and say that. So, what is your point again?
my point is that I think a dude is like insecure, and like I agree with Sarah, like the like boy best friend kind of thing, and I feel like he's just trying to, like, every time something goes wrong, no, if it's minor or if it's major, the boy best friend who's Shawn is kind of saying, oh well, he's not good for you, even though the guy does something like minor.
Yeah, no. I think maybe it's where Shawn Mendes is actually seeing this girl that he really likes, and he's saying that basically it's maybe like what you said, it's like a forced relationship in a way. But he's just seeing this beautiful girl that he likes, but she's with a guy that she doesn't really want to be with.
I don't think, Mason, the reason why I'm gonna disagree is I feel like he's just trying to be, like, he's trying to sneak his way in. He's trying to find every crack in their relationship whenever there might not be that many. He's making more because he's, like, so invested. He wants the girl, so he'll be selfish to get her because he wants her.
I agree.
And guys, I think now would be a good time to read the next.
Yeah,
stanza
read the next lyrics
so that we can get a little bit more information on this.
I know I can treat you better than he can. Any girl like you deserves a gentleman. Tell me why we are wasting time, or are you wasted crying, when you should be with me instead. I know I can treat you better than he can.
Oh.
Okay, so I mean, we're
Yeah,
seeing.
so dead wrong, in the dirt, you don't know where you is.
So we see that she is crying in her relationship.
She's down bad. Okay, hold on. She's crying, but what if it's tears of joy? He treats her so well.
The only thing that I can really argue for this one is just that he's saying, like, I can treat you better, and that's like,
Okay.
that's the thing we were talking about.
I
It's
got
like,
a good
he's
point
just trying
though.
to
I got a
gaslight
good point. Okay, like, people do this a lot, and you guys can agree to disagree, but a lot of times when people are in a relationship and they're, like, going through things that are, like, making them upset, when they're with, like, a friend and they know they can, like, confide in the friend, they tell them all the bad. So, like, for instance, like, if you're with somebody and you're like, oh my god, he made me so mad today because he did this or did this, you're telling your friend that because you're frustrated and you need someone to talk to about it, but, like, you don't really tell them all the good because maybe you just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So,
a lot of people, like, confide in
To
friends
dumb it
whenever it's
down,
bad.
what is your point?
My point is that I think Shawn Mendes is being dramatic and he just wants the girl. And he's trying to use everything against her to be like, I can treat you better, but can he really? Like, what if the guy isn't that as bad as he
And then,
thinks?
Josh, what do you think?
I think that he sees the girl in a wrong situation, and he just wants to be with her so he could treat her better than the other guy can. Because in the first verse, he does say he can see the pain that's on her face. Like,
Maybe she's scared of losing him. Maybe that's the pain on her face. What if the reason why she's crying is because, like, he got deployed or something, and he's just been gone? We don't even know this guy, okay? Like, we're just treating this guy like he's, like, scum of the earth, and he might not be that bad. Like I said, some people do come find their friends whenever they're upset about something, and they don't tell them, like, all the good.
I think our disagreements are rather similar.
Okay, Mason, you had to say it like that.
I think here, listen. My thing is, alright, Peep. I think it's literally just, well, for me at least, I think it's just a dude that is looking at a girl and he's like, wow, this girl is amazing. And she's with a bad man that's like not treating her like a gentleman at all. He's not being kind. He's not doing anything nice at all. And he's like, bruh, I could do way better.
Yeah, but also a lot of guys are all talk. Like, they could be all talk and they don't, like, you know,
But what
show it.
even if he is all talk, he's saying that he can treat better. Maybe he can, like a % better. It's still better, you know.
But what if she loves that guy? She doesn't love him.
I don't think she does. She does. I think.
Guys, I think this next verse, this next sentence, can just prove that he's being dramatic.
Okay, go.
He says, "I'll stop time for you the second you say you'd like me to." We know he can't do that. He's
Sir!
lying. He's a liar.
Yeah, but what if he had superpowers?
Defying time?
Okay, what if he had superpowers? What if he just got them?
Okay, let me
Just got them?
Disprove that.
Let me just read the rest of this for you. It says, "I just want to give you the loving that you're missing, baby, just to wake up with you. Would be everything I need, and this could be so different. Tell me what you want to do."
Okay, so first off, he's calling a girl who's in a relationship baby. Okay? That don't say what I mean. I mean, can you imagine, like, somebody is, like, talking to your girlfriend or boyfriend and go, "I could treat you better, baby." Yeah, the other dude's gonna be mad. Maybe they're getting in fights. Here you go. Maybe they're getting in fights and she's crying because she's still friends with this guy, Shawn, who's, like, saying, "I could treat you better." And maybe the reason why her and her boyfriend are arguing is because he's still in the mix. Because he obviously wants to be with her. So what if that's a good, like, reason why they're having bad times and she's in pain and
Yeah, but
crying?
what if also you're just dead wrong?
Okay, prove me wrong. Because this guy seems a little psycho, if you ask me.
He does.
So you're saying that the dude is just like he's in between, he's messing up that relationship?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Sometimes you have to cut people out of your life.
I think he's watching from a distance and he's seeing the girl and he's like, "Hey, baby girl."
He could hear.
But then again, he's seeing all this crying that she's doing.
Yeah, and he sees a pain in her face. He's close for that.
Close to her.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we persuaded you?
You want to read the next
Am
lyrics?
I able to switch sides?
That's
No, read the next
Hold on,
lyrics.
hold on.
Real
Read the
quick.
next lyrics, yeah. Well, okay, so the next stanza is just the same one as we read before, where he can treat him better,
Yeah.
but we can skip to...
Yeah, skip the chorus
skip
and,
the
like,
next
yeah.
one.
Give me a sign, take my hand, we'll be fine. Promise I won't let you down. Just know that you don't have to do this alone. Promise I'll never let you down.
Once again, he's trying to get her out of that relationship.
Yeah,
Because
take
what
my
if she's
hand?
actually in a bad relationship?
Consistently trying
But
to
there's
remove
no.
her
I
from
mean,
the
it'd be
situation.
different if, like, he says something like,
He hits you.
"Yeah,
puts
like,
you
I
back.
see the bruises on your
One
arm."
second. From what I'm seeing, I'm just seeing it as like some dude that maybe does know her, like he might be in the mix a little bit, but he's seeing like the dude as like some poop. Like the dude is treating her like poop. Why is
Okay.
she crying so much?
Okay.
It didn't. You said he went on deployment. It didn't say anything about that. So you can't prove
I'm
your
assuming.
point.
But you're assuming
that's,
too, yeah.
That's trash though.
Yours is trash too.
And then just to clarify, the rest of the lyrics are the chorus or the main part, so we don't really need to go over anything.
Okay, so let's just keep arguing it.
But I mean, my thing with that is just that he's not saying that this guy is bad. He's just saying that the girl deserves better. Like he's not saying that there's anything consistently wrong with their relationship, or like
Yeah.
No,
if
he
the
is.
crying is because the guy like hurts
Yeah, he
her.
is.
Or, well,
That's what the song's about.
no, he's saying he says any girl like you deserves a gentleman. He's not saying that the guy's like.
The guy's not
Abusing
treating her
her.
like a gentleman.
Yeah.
He's just being a little rat.
Okay.
He's like mistreating her. He might
Yeah,
not-
exactly. Also, you got to think about this. The reason why he's probably seeing her cry and stuff is, what if she's, like, breaking up their friendship? So, like, what if she's like, "Hey, I can't be friends with you anymore because my boyfriend doesn't like us, like, hanging out because you obviously have feelings for me." And then now he's mad and going, if he loved you, you know, if he was a gentleman, he would let me be your friend. Maybe he's the manipulative person that's like, "Oh, so he's horrible for you," because she's like, "I got to cut you out of my life."
I mean, there's another, like, he says you deserve a gentleman, and then the next thing he says about it is that he can stop time. So just take into consideration his ideals for a gentleman. He's a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just saying that like He's just making it seem better than
No,
what it
he
really
basically
is.
he's like stating that he can do something unrealistic, and that's lying for me. And
Okay.
they're not even dating yet, and he's already defying her.
I think the whole thing is I just feel like he might be in the mix, he might know the friend, but I think he literally just sees the girl, she's getting mistreated, and he just wants to be better for her.
The only thing that I don't like is just his ego. He thinks he can be all that. But...
Yeah, and like, honestly, you know what? Okay, it'd be different if in his song he was saying like I would bring you flowers, I would take you
He
out.
said gentleman. That's the mix of gentleman. He doesn't
No,
need to say
that's not the definition of gentleman though. Gentleman
Yeah,
can
but
just be
like-
like a nice dude.
But like gentleman, what does a gentleman do? It's like they open the door for the lady, they give him flowers, just like.
But that's not really like a gentleman. That's like you're just describing things like that guys could do. A gentleman could be someone that's just polite.
But also, what if the dude's smacking her?
That's probably why she's crying so much.
Yeah.
Why else
Where's
is
the
she
bruises?
crying?
He would have said it in the
Turns
song.
out she's
Why
being
else is she
abused.
crying? Why is she crying?
Because I told you already, they have to like split up their friendship. Because he's so involved. The dude.
Why does it
knows.
say that though?
Maybe because he's writing the
He,
song.
he
you
doesn't,
know,
he doesn't say I'm getting in between the relationship.
because
I'm
he doesn't
ruining it."
want to. He wants to make himself look so good.
But also, you're bringing up a point that can't even be proven.
But you are too. That's the point of the argument, Mason. He's writing the song, so he's not gonna be like, I ruined the relationship. Because he's not gonna make himself look bad. He's trying to make sure that he's got the crowd looking at him going, woe is him, but it's really woe is her.
Woe is her.
I ate.
In the second
Alright.
to the last verse, he does say, "Give me a sign, take my hand, we'll be fine." So he is also waiting for her to give him a signal to come and save her
That's true.
from this pain.
That's true.
But he's still interfering,
That's true.
How do you know?
because he's singing to her. He's like, I know I can treat you better.
How do you know he's
He's-
interfering?
he's
He's,
in-
interfering.
he's-
He's not interfering.
he's
He's,
in-
literally.
he's
That's
in-
like seeing someone on the road getting beat up, and then being like, "Hey, I want to help you. I can treat you better than that person beating you up." And then you just being like, "Hey, give me a sign when you need that help, and I'll help you out."
He's
He's
instilling
not
doubt.
interfering.
into
He's
the
waiting. He's literally just
relationship.
He
waiting.
is. You're
He's
right. That
instilling
is.
doubt, dude.
Yeah.
But he's also just waiting. He said, "Give me a sign."
Also,
He's patiently waiting on the outskirts while they're literally just like.
But then,
But he's
then,
not. He never says he'll wait for her though.
I know. He's not saying he's waiting. He's just.
He said, "Give me a sign. I'll
it's
be
just
your
like,
boo boo."
He's not. It's not patiently waiting if you're constantly screaming at the person.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he's on the sidelines being like, "Dude,
So-
he sucks. I can be better. I can
So
stop
you're saying that Shawn Mendes in this book or song is a bad man.
he's a bad
I'm
man.
saying that he's
He's not-
interfering with something he shouldn't.
he's
be.
not the right man.
Yeah.
He's not where we want
So
to be.
you're saying that if someone is in a relationship and you genuinely like that person that's in that relationship and they're getting beat up by their boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm not
not
saying
what's
that's
okay.
what happening, but like, what if they're always crying? You're like, hold on, why are you crying? And then they're like, oh, my boyfriend or girlfriend's beating me up and not beating me
Okay,
up. I'll say
But
stop
there's,
beating me up.
there's a difference between
being
saying,
mean and being beat up.
But
Okay.
there's also
I don't think he's interfering.
There's also a difference between saying that you should be with someone better or saying you're in a bad relationship and saying, hey, I'm better than he is because this
Yeah.
and this. I could be better. Come on over here with me. As opposed to just be like, hey, you're being abused in your relationship. You should probably get out of that as soon as you can. I can help.
You guys need
I'll-
to just figure out that your point is not very
I
good.
just feel like he could have explained more. He's only saying I can see the pain in your face and you're crying. That's it. He didn't explain why she was. And I'm telling you, I'll go right back to what I said before. Is that friends confide in each other. They
Bless
confide in each other and they're like, hey,
you.
they're like, hey, my boyfriend's making me mad. They're not always like, my boyfriend made me happy. My boyfriend did this. Da, da, da. They might, but sometimes when someone really needs someone to talk to, they're gonna tell their friends the bad, and then they won't tell them what happened with a
I
a
totally get
conversation
your
later and all
side, but I
that.
just think it's wrong. I just think that here's the point. Okay, which verse are we on?
All right, we are done with the song.
We are done with the song, yeah.
Are we on the song?
Are we
Okay,
on-
so what are our final points?
What do you guys think, the viewers, the listeners? Who do you think won this argument? Who do you think had stronger points? We can go ahead and wrap up our points real quick, and then after this, you can leave a comment. or-
I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
this.
go.
I'm just gonna say that I think that Shawn Mendes in the song is he's just trying to be a nice dude and actually just treat the girl better than she's being treated.
Okay.
I don't think he's interfering, nor does it say that he is interfering in the song lyrics at all.
Okay. What do you think, Josh?
I think he's just watching from the sidelines this girl's life being torn down by this guy, and
Okay.
he's thinking to himself that he can treat her better than the other guy can.
Okay.
He's just watching from the sideline, and he's waiting for a sign to come in and intervene.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to go?
You can go.
Okay. I think that he's interfering in a relationship he shouldn't be. And I think that he is just trying to manipulate a girl to be with him, and the relationship isn't as bad as it seems. She was just confiding in a friend, and he's just taking it way too far. He's the boy best friend that's so in love, and the boyfriend's wanting them to split up, and it's just hard for her, and he's taking it as a boyfriend being hateful, but it's just them. He's trying to set a boundary in his relationship.
And I agree. I think he's just kind of instilling doubt into that relationship that should be perfectly fine without him.
Mason was staring into my soul like he's the dude in the song, like he wrote the song. Wrapping things up, thank you all for tuning in to hear us replay Side A. Hopefully you were able to gain some insight on today's song, and maybe next time you'll think before you sing. Have a great morning, evening, or night. See you next time.